This is Campus to Cashflow, your money mindset channel for young professionals and freshers in India. We talk about money, side hustles, life, and tough conversations. No guilt, no shame, and no blaming your parents. You're not the only one who feels stuck. This is where you get clear, practical conversations that actually fit your life. All right, let's dive into today's episode. Have you ever thought, is it okay to spend money on myself? You book a coffee, you buy a meal, you upgrade your laptop, and immediately that guilt hits. Am I being selfish? In this video, let's break why that guilt exists and whether you actually need to feel guilty at all. Most of us grew up hearing, save money. Most of us grew up hearing, don't waste. Most of us grew up hearing, others have less. So when you finally earn your own money, your mind still thinks, if I spend on myself, I'm wasting it. But that's not the full truth. You're not wasting money when it improves your rest, your health, your focus, or your growth. The guilt usually comes from three things: old family messages about money, comparing yourself to people who have less, and not knowing how much you can safely spend on yourself. Let's be honest, you feel guilty buying a coffee, but you don't feel guilty swiping on a dating app. You feel guilty upgrading your laptop, but you don't feel guilty staying up late scrolling. Because some spending feels productive and other feels wasteful. But here's the truth: spending money on yourself is not the problem. Spending without a plan is the problem. If you plan it, it's not guilt, it's self care. Instead of asking, should I feel guilty for spending on myself? Try asking, is this spend helping me become a better version of me? If you're buying a course, it helps your skills. If you're eating a proper meal, it helps your health. If you're taking a break, it helps your focus later. Guilt disappears when you see spending as an investment, not a waste. You don't need permission from anyone to spend on yourself. You just need a clear filter. Does this help my growth, health, or peace of mind? Here's one simple thing you can start this week. Block one small me spend in your budget. Not splurge like crazy. Just one small thing that feels good but not reckless. Maybe a favorite coffee once a week. Maybe a proper lunch. Maybe a small tool that saves you time. Write it down as investment in myself, minutes per week. When the guilt hits, read this line. This is part of my growth budget, not a waste. That tiny shift will slowly rewire your relationship with money. So if you feel guilty spending money on yourself, just remember, it's not you being bad with money. It's your old programming catching up. Pause and ask, is this helping me grow, stay healthy, or feel at peace? If yes, that guilt is not a sign that you did something wrong. It's a sign that you're moving from a survival mindset to a self care mindset. If this hit home, comment, I'm trying this week. Minutes is my small me spend. And if you want, send it to a friend who also feels guilty about spending. Because sometimes the guilt is shared, but the solution is simple. You don't have to be perfect with money, you just have to be clear about your life. Campus to Cash Flow is here to help young professionals and freshers in India think smarter, not harder about money and side hustles. This isn't a race, it's a slow, steady shift in your mindset. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.